Yeah, we've reviewed thousands of strategic partners specific to the home improvement space. And with that, we've obviously established and published our top 15 strategic partners nationally, which Grosso University is ranked very highly on. But more so, I've had the opportunity to talk to the CEOs on a regular basis of these companies, most of them on a regular basis, I should say. And I'm able to get industry knowledge and trends of what's going on and what they're seeing. Now, it's no secret that leads are down a little bit in the industry across the board.
Absolutely.
Or they're more expensive for most companies. There are some companies that still aren't quite feeling that yet. It might just be a matter of time, or they might get, I don't want to say lucky because I don't believe in luck because they're in the position to be there. But they have a plan to be successful. And not everybody's willing to change, right, Dom?
Yep.
I mean, Jeremy, I want to hear from you because I have a little bit of inside knowledge of this relationship. Kind of how willing you were in the beginning. I don't know if it was desperation to go from insurance to retail, or if it was just that's just your DNA of where you're so humble with your current success that you're able to take a step back and say, how can we be that much better? So if you wouldn't mind, Jeremy, I'm curious, like, how did you come across Grosso University and what was your initial reaction to it? Because most of the time when there's something new, especially when you introduce it to your sales team, you're like, get away from me. This is not how I've done it. This is not a good thing. I want nothing to do with whatever's new. I don't care what it is. See ya.
Right. So this is actually that's a good point right there. So whenever before Gross University, it was strictly, knock on doors, generate your own leads. Everyone's a one-man show. You're your own company within the company, and that kind of environment is extremely toxic as well. Whenever I have a roof build going on and someone goes knocks my build, people get pissed off real quick, and that's a very toxic environment. So Memphis, Tennessee doesn't have that many storms. Insurance is great, but it's not gonna let's bring in repeatable and a measurable business, right? That's strictly storms pretty much. So we can't control storms. What we can control is numbers, KPIs, buying leads, closing leads, and rocking that whole entire system. And that, my brother, he's 10 years older than me, great mentor, and he foresaw that. So he's like, hey, we gotta pivot a little bit. And then me and another gentleman said, you know what, let's see if we can do a little retail. Like, we never done this. I don't know what to do, but let's just go sell some jobs. And we sold some jobs together as a kind of like a two partnership, and we won off authenticity and just our own product knowledge of years of doing this, which is very hard to transfer, almost impossible to transfer that. You can't transfer that. You go broke. You go freaking, and that's what happens a lot of times with these companies. And again, my brother foresaw that. Okay,
So wait, I just want to be clear. So you're saying it's almost impossible to duplicate yourself into your sales team, which I think that's a really good point because so many leaders try to just make mini-mes and they don't have a system. And frankly, I don't think the sales team wants to be them, right? And also, if they are really a great leader, they don't actually want they don't want to be great because they're that person. They want to do it kind of on their own, but at the same time, how do you do that? So continue the story. Am I hearing that correctly?
No, that's exactly right. You can't duplicate yourself and your own authenticity. I can't give people my personality, my tonality changes. I can't give them, my beautiful locks of hair. You can't just do that. And I'm sorry, Dom, you just can't have it.
I did donate, and for 3 wigs, I grew my hair all the way out, and I did donate it. So I did give my hair at one point.
That's good. Well, yeah, you can't duplicate yourself, and we saw that, and we said, okay, what are we going to learn? And we were exposed to many different methodologies that were some free, some were very costly, and again, my older brother, he's 9 years older than me. He was out there just kind of perusing the internet, and our little FBI agents on our phone were hearing us. So I'm assuming some ads came up on his phone, and we came across Grosso, and he said, "Hey, check this out." And when just by first take, obviously, Dom is a beautiful man right here, but it was the professionalism of the whole system. I'm a very professional individual. That's how I did most of my sales. Very professional, very punctual. Everything was the right expectation. There's no rainbows and butterflies. It was like, hey, this is what you're going to expect. Hey, your gutters are going to get scratched. Are they going to get dented? No, they're not, but they're going to get scratched for sure. So like, creating the right, um, story around that whole entire thing. But whenever we came across it, we said, man, this is the guy we need to talk to. We set up a phone call, and just from the phone call alone, we were like, yeah, let's do this. I think it was for Dom, it was a one-stop close a little bit. It was like, oh, these guys are going to do it. Okay. And then we signed up, and that's where we're exposed to the whole entire system at that point.
So how did that change the trajectory of your business? Now, at the time, you were just kind of testing if retail one call close was actually a feasible opportunity. Was there a moment during the training with Dom and his team that you said, you know what, I think this is the future of our business? I don't know, but I think this is the future. Where was that aha moment?
I think the aha moment was even before we met Dom. We're like, hey, the future is retail. How do we do retail? Okay, we don't have a call center. We have to learn a call center. We have to learn the CRMs that come with call center. Okay, we have to learn that. And then we have to build a sales team to go on the appointments the call center set. So it's like, okay, we have to get a system, right? And then after we sell it, we have to have proper production teams that have to go manage, oversee, and collect those jobs where the sales guys can focus on being sales guys and production can focus on being production, because those two intertwine, and then you're starting to lose focus and you're starting to lose time. And whenever we delegated like that, instead of one individual being, the overseer, getting your own leads, doing the supplements, doing the warranty calls, that customer service is piss poor. Let's be honest. And if I'm at a job and some other customer calls me and they want a new roof, I'm going to that roof. I'm not going to oversee this job. I'm going to go make some more money. So now the job's left hanging. So there is no peace of mind in our company or in our processes, and that's where we're like, hey, if we're going to be retail, we have to have a mission statement now to provide peace of mind. And how do we do that? Is by dividing and conquering it into each lane, and that's how we successfully got this 325 star reviews on Google so far.